people trying to stay strong while secretly feeling like they are falling apart inside. Lord, please wrap those people in peace tonight. Let them feel comforted. Let them feel protected. Let them feel emotionally safe in your presence. Because some hearts listening tonight have been hurting silently for a very long time, and only you truly know how heavy it has become. Father, please remove every spirit of fear from this room tonight, every anxious atmosphere, every oppressive thought, every emotional heaviness trying to steal rest. Replace it all with calmness. Let this room become peaceful. Let this night become peaceful. Let every anxious heart listening now begin feeling lighter with every moment. Father, sometimes anxiety convinces us that things will never improve, that peace will never come, that we will always feel emotionally exhausted. But tonight, I reject those lies, because healing is still possible. Peace is still possible. Rest is still possible. And your presence is still working in us tonight. Father, please heal every exhausted mind listening now. Heal the ones who cannot sleep peacefully. Heal the ones constantly overthinking. Heal the ones emotionally overwhelmed by life. Heal the ones silently fighting fear every single day. Lord, please breathe peace into every anxious soul tonight. Let breathing become easier. Let thoughts become quieter. Let hearts become calmer. And let fear slowly lose its power. Father, for the person listening right now who feels like nobody understands their pain, please remind them that you understand completely. You see every hidden tear, every private breakdown, every moment they felt mentally exhausted and emotionally alone, and you have never left their side. Father, thank you for staying near us tonight. Thank you for calming our minds slowly. Thank you for bringing peace into places fear once controlled. Thank you for reminding us that we are not abandoned in this battle. And if you're still praying with me tonight, leave a comment saying, "God is calming my mind," as a declaration of peace and healing over your life tonight. And as we continue growing together in faith, subscribe to this channel so we can keep praying together every night and finding peace in God's presence through every season of life. Father, as this prayer continues tonight, let every fearful thought become weaker. Let every anxious emotion become quieter. And let your peace completely fill this room tonight. Father, tonight, I feel your peace slowly surrounding me. Little by little, the heaviness inside my chest is fading. The fear is becoming quieter. The anxiety is losing its strength. And for the first time in a long time, my soul feels safe enough to rest. Father, thank you for staying beside me through this night. Thank you for not abandoning me during my moments of emotional exhaustion. Thank you for understanding the battles I could never fully explain to anyone else. Because sometimes, Lord, I don't even know how to describe what I feel. Sometimes my mind just feels tired. Tired of worrying. Tired of overthinking.
Tired of carrying invisible pressure every single day. But tonight, I no longer want anxiety controlling my life. I no longer want fear controlling my thoughts. I no longer want emotional exhaustion stealing my peace. So, Father, I place everything into your hands again. Every burden, every hidden fear, every anxious thought about tomorrow, every emotional wound still hurting quietly inside me. I surrender it all to you tonight. Because your peace is stronger than my panic. Your love is stronger than my fear. And your presence is stronger than every storm happening inside my mind. Father, please teach my heart how to rest again. Teach my mind how to slow down again. Teach my soul how to feel calm again. Because anxiety has made life feel heavy for too long. It has stolen sleep. It has stolen peace. It has stolen emotional energy. But tonight, I pray that restoration begins. Deep restoration, mental restoration, emotional restoration, spiritual restoration. The kind of healing that only comes from your presence. Father, for every person listening right now whose mind feels exhausted, please comfort them deeply tonight. The ones constantly trapped in overthinking, the ones emotionally drained from stress, the ones secretly overwhelmed by life. Please let them feel safe again. Let them feel protected again. Let them feel emotionally held by your peace tonight. Lord, there are people listening now who feel like they are barely holding themselves together. People trying to stay strong for everyone else. People carrying responsibilities that feel overwhelming. People silently fighting emotional battles while pretending everything is okay. Father, please give those hearts rest tonight. Rest from fear, rest from panic, rest from emotional heaviness, rest from the pressure they've been carrying alone. And Lord, please remind us tonight that we are allowed to breathe, allowed to slow down, allowed to stop carrying tomorrow before it arrives, allowed to place our burdens into your hands. Because sometimes we try to carry things you never asked us to carry alone, and that pressure slowly destroys our peace. But tonight, we release that pressure. We release the fear. We release the emotional exhaustion, and we choose to trust you instead. Father, please let this room become deeply peaceful tonight. Let every fearful atmosphere disappear. Let every anxious emotion soften. Let every restless thought become quiet. And let your presence cover every corner of this night. Lord, if someone listening right now feels hopeless, please remind them that this season will not last forever. Remind them that healing takes time. Remind them that peace is still possible for them. And remind them that they are never alone in this battle. Father, thank you for every moment of peace you are bringing into our hearts right now.
Thank you for calming anxious minds. Thank you for slowing down racing thoughts. Thank you for bringing rest into exhausted souls. And as this prayer continues tonight, let your peace settle even deeper inside us, deeper than fear, deeper than anxiety, deeper than every emotional storm. Because tonight, Father, we are finally learning how to rest in you. Father, as this prayer slowly comes to an end tonight, I pray that your peace remains with us through the entire night. Not temporary peace, not fragile peace, but deep peace. The kind of peace that quiets anxious thoughts. The kind of peace that calms exhausted hearts. The kind of peace that gently carries the soul into rest. Father, thank you for staying with us tonight. Thank you for calming our minds. Thank you for softening our fears. Thank you for bringing comfort into places that were filled with anxiety and emotional exhaustion. And even now, I can feel your presence becoming stronger, not heavy, not frightening, but peaceful, gentle, safe, like a quiet calmness slowly filling the room. Father, please let that peace remain here tonight. Let it stay over this bed, over this home, over every anxious heart listening right now. And as the night becomes quieter, let every fearful thought become quieter too. Let every restless emotion settle down. Let every anxious heartbeat slow down. And let deep rest finally arrive. Father, there are people listening tonight who desperately needed this prayer. People emotionally exhausted from carrying too much for too long. People mentally drained from overthinking. People silently fighting anxiety every single day. But tonight, you reminded them that they are not alone. You reminded them that peace is still possible,
You reminded them that fear does not have the final word. And Father, I pray that this peace follows them into tomorrow. When anxiety tries returning, remind them of this moment. When fear tries speaking loudly again, remind them to breathe deeply. When overthinking attacks their mind, remind them that you are still in control. Lord, please protect every person listening tonight while they sleep. Protect their thoughts. Protect their emotions from fear and heaviness. Cover this room with peace. Let this atmosphere feel calm, still, safe, protected by your presence. Father, for the person listening right now who has struggled to sleep peacefully lately, please let tonight become different. Let their breathing slow down. Let tension leave their body. Let their mind finally become quiet. Let emotional heaviness leave their chest. And let deep, peaceful sleep finally come. Father, replace panic with calmness. Replace fear with security. Replace emotional exhaustion with restoration. Replace mental noise with stillness. And as sleep slowly arrives tonight, let your presence remain beside us, comforting us, protecting us, watching over us through the night. Father, thank you for hearing every word of this prayer. Thank you for understanding the pain we could never fully explain. Thank you for loving us patiently, even during our weakest moments. And thank you for never abandoning us in our anxious seasons. Lord, before this prayer ends tonight, I pray that every person listening now feels surrounded by peace, the kind of peace that only comes from you, the kind of peace that calms the mind, strengthens the heart, and gently carries the soul into rest. And if this prayer helped calm your heart tonight, subscribe to this channel so we can continue praying together every night and finding peace in God's presence through every season of life. And before you sleep tonight, leave a comment saying, "God gave me peace tonight," as a declaration of faith and calmness over your life. Father, we place this entire night into your hands. Every fear, every burden, every anxious thought, we surrender it all to you. And tonight, we choose peace over panic, faith over fear, rest over exhaustion. And as we close our eyes tonight, let your presence remain with us until morning comes. In Jesus' name, amen. Maybe tonight you finally reached your limit. You tried to stay strong. You tried to stay calm. You tried to hold everything together. But deep inside, your mind feels exhausted. And now, while the night grows quieter, your anxiety feels louder. The overthinking, the pressure, the emotional exhaustion. It feels like your soul has been fighting for too long. But tonight, God is stepping into this battle with you. Maybe tonight, you finally reached your limit. You tried to stay calm. You tried to stay strong. You tried to hold everything together, but deep inside, your mind feels exhausted. And now, while the world sleeps, your thoughts are still racing. The overthinking, the pressure, the emotional exhaustion, the fear you keep hiding from everyone else. It feels like your mind never truly rests anymore. Even when your body is tired, Your thoughts keep fighting. And maybe tonight, you're exhausted from carrying invisible battles alone. Battles nobody sees. The anxiety, the stress, the emotional heaviness, the constant pressure inside your chest. And honestly, sometimes it feels unbearable. Sometimes you smile outside while silently falling apart inside. Sometimes you tell people you're okay because explaining the pain feels too exhausting. And sometimes the night becomes the hardest part of the day because silence makes everything louder. The fears become louder. The memories become louder. The overthinking becomes louder. But tonight, God is entering this moment with you. Right now, inside this quiet room, inside this exhausted heart, inside this anxious mind, His presence is already here. And before this prayer even continues, I want you to breathe slowly. Not because life is suddenly perfect, not because every problem disappeared, but because you are not alone tonight. God sees exactly how tired you are. He sees the emotional battles. He sees the panic you keep hiding. He sees the exhaustion living inside your soul. And even now, He is gently covering you with peace. Father, tonight I come before you carrying a heavy mind, a tired heart, restless thoughts, deep emotional exhaustion. Lord, you know the battles happening inside me right now. You know the fears I cannot explain, the stress I carry silently, the anxiety constantly racing through my mind. You know how exhausted I truly feel. And honestly, Father, there are moments where I feel emotionally overwhelmed, moments where fear becomes louder than peace, moments where my thoughts move so fast that I cannot even rest properly anymore. But tonight, I refuse to keep fighting this battle alone. So, Father, please step into my mind tonight. Walk through every anxious thought. Walk through every fear. Walk through every emotional wound that still hurts quietly inside me. And let your peace begin healing me slowly. Lord, please calm my nervous heart. Slow down every racing thought. Break every cycle of fear and overthinking. Silence every anxious voice inside my head and replace emotional chaos with peace. Father, there are nights where anxiety feels endless, nights where I feel trapped inside my own thoughts, nights where fear steals my sleep, steals my calmness, steals my ability to breathe deeply. But tonight, I pray that everything changes, not because I am strong enough, but because your presence is stronger than my anxiety. Your peace is stronger than panic. Your love is stronger than fear. And right now, I choose to surrender every burden into your hands. Every fear about tomorrow, every hidden insecurity, every emotional pressure, every heavy thought I've been carrying alone. I place it all before you tonight. Father, please remind me that I do not have to control everything. Remind me that resting is not weakness. Remind me that you are already working, even when I cannot see it yet. Because sometimes my anxiety makes me feel unsafe. It makes me expect the worst. It makes me fear things that haven't even happened. But tonight, I choose to trust you instead of my fear. I choose peace instead of panic. I choose surrender instead of emotional exhaustion. Father, for every person listening to this prayer right now, please comfort them deeply tonight. The ones silently crying, the ones emotionally overwhelmed, the ones mentally exhausted from fighting invisible battles every day. Please stay close to them. Wrap them in peace. Let this prayer become a safe place tonight, a place where anxious hearts can breathe again, a place where exhausted minds can finally slow down, a place where fear begins losing its power. And Father, as this prayer continues tonight, let every anxious thought begin softening. Let every fearful emotion begin calming down, and let your peace slowly take control of this entire night. Father, right now, I give you every thought that has been exhausting me, every fear I keep replaying inside my mind, every worry that follows me into the night, every anxious thought that steals my peace. I surrender it all to you tonight. Because honestly, Lord, sometimes my mind feels so heavy, so overwhelmed, so emotionally tired. Sometimes it feels like I cannot stop thinking about problems, thinking about the future, thinking about everything that could go wrong. And the more I think, the more exhausted I become. But tonight, Father, I pray that your peace interrupts every anxious cycle inside me. Silence the overthinking, silence the panic, silence every fearful voice trying to control my mind tonight, and let your presence become stronger than my anxiety. Father, there are moments where fear feels endless, moments where my heart races for no reason, moments where my emotional drain before the day even begins, moments where my thoughts become so loud that I cannot even hear peace anymore.
But tonight, I need your calmness. Not temporary calmness, not distractions. Real peace, deep peace. The kind of peace that reaches the deepest parts of the soul. The kind of peace that quiets the mind during the darkest nights. Father, please help me stop carrying burdens you never asked me to carry alone. The pressure, the emotional weight, the fear of tomorrow, the constant need to control everything. I release it all into your hands tonight, because I cannot heal myself through fear. I cannot find peace through overthinking. I cannot rest while holding on to panic. So, Father, teach me how to let go. Teach me how to trust you more than my fears. Teach me how to breathe deeply again. And Lord, for every person listening now who feels emotionally overwhelmed, please comfort them. The ones whose minds never stop racing, the ones carrying hidden anxiety, the ones silently fighting emotional battles nobody sees. Please remind them tonight that they are not weak. They are tired, and they do not need to fight alone anymore. Father, there are people listening right now who have been pretending to be okay for too long, pretending they're strong, pretending they're not hurting, pretending anxiety is not affecting them. But tonight, you see through every mask. You see the exhaustion. You see the silent tears. You see the emotional pressure building inside them. And even now, you remain close. Lord, please remove every heavy feeling from this room tonight, every fearful atmosphere, every anxious emotion, every restless thought. Fill this room with peace instead. Let peace cover this bed. Let peace cover this heart. Let peace cover this mind. And let your presence become stronger than every fear trying to survive in the darkness tonight. Father, when anxiety tries to return later tonight, help us remember this moment. Help us remember that your peace is still here, that your presence is still protecting us, that we are still safe in your hands. And Father, I pray that every person listening now feels their breathing becoming calmer, their thoughts becoming quieter, their heart becoming lighter, their soul becoming more peaceful, because your presence changes everything. Your peace changes everything. And tonight, I believe healing is beginning slowly. And if you're praying with me tonight, subscribe to this channel so we can continue seeking God's peace every night together. And in the comments, write "Anxiety stops tonight" as a declaration of faith over your mind and your heart. Father, as this prayer continues tonight, let every anxious thought lose its power. Let every fearful emotion become quieter, and let deep peace slowly take over this entire night. Father, tonight I refuse to let fear speak louder than your promises anymore.
I refuse to let anxiety control my peace. I refuse to let overthinking steal another night from me. Because you are greater than every battle happening inside my mind. Greater than panic. Greater than fear. Greater than emotional exhaustion. And tonight, I choose to remember that. Father, there are moments where anxiety makes everything feel heavy. Even small things feel overwhelming. Even resting feels difficult. Even silence feels exhausting. And sometimes, Lord, it feels like my mind never truly turns off. The thoughts keep coming. The fears keep growing. The emotional pressure keeps building. And little by little, it drains all my strength. But tonight, I pray that your peace breaks every anxious cycle inside me. Break every chain of fear. Break every destructive thought pattern. Break every emotional burden trying to suffocate peace inside my heart, and replace it all with calmness. Father, please help me stop expecting disaster all the time. Help me stop living in constant emotional survival mode. Help me stop preparing for pain before pain even arrives. Because anxiety has made my heart tired. It has made my thoughts restless. It has made my soul feel emotionally worn out. But tonight, your peace is restoring me slowly. Lord, please remind me that I am safe with you. Even when life feels uncertain, even when emotions feel overwhelming, even when I don't know what tomorrow will bring, you are still with me. And because you are with me, I do not need to live controlled by fear anymore. Father, there are people listening tonight who feel emotionally trapped. People whose minds constantly race. People who struggle to sleep because anxiety keeps attacking them at night. People who feel physically exhausted from carrying emotional stress for too long. Lord, please touch those hearts tonight. Bring rest to their minds. Bring peace to their emotions. Bring calmness to their nervous system. And let them feel protected in your presence. Father, some people listening tonight have spent so much time surviving that they forgot what peace even feels like. They wake up anxious. They spend the day overwhelmed. And they go to sleep emotionally exhausted. But tonight, I pray that healing begins quietly. Deep healing, emotional healing, mental healing, spiritual healing. The kind of healing that only your presence can bring. Father, when fearful thoughts try returning tonight, please remind us that anxiety does not have authority over our lives. Fear does not control our future. Panic does not define our identity. You do. And tonight, we place every burden into your hands again. Every hidden fear, every anxious thought, every emotional wound, every heavy memory. We surrender it all to you because your peace is stronger than all of it. Lord, please cover this room with calmness tonight. Let every heartbeat slow down. Let every tense thought relax. Let every fearful emotion soften. And let your peace become so strong that anxiety can no longer survive in this atmosphere. Father, for the person listening right now who feels like they are mentally exhausted beyond words, please hold them close tonight. Remind them that they are not failing, they are simply tired. Remind them that healing takes time. Remind them that they do not need to carry the entire world alone. And remind them that you are already fighting battles they cannot even see. Father, thank you for staying with us through this prayer tonight. Thank you for calming hearts slowly. Thank you for bringing light into dark emotional places. Thank you for reminding us that peace is still possible. And as this prayer continues tonight, let every fearful thought become quieter. Let every anxious emotion lose its strength. And let your peace completely surround us tonight. Father, tonight, I come before you completely exhausted, not just physically, but emotionally, mentally, deep inside my soul. Some battles cannot be seen by other people. Some pain stays hidden behind smiles. Some anxiety becomes so constant that nobody realizes how much it hurts anymore. But tonight, I surrender it all to you because I cannot keep carrying this weight alone anymore. Father, please calm the storms happening inside me. The storm of fear, the storm of panic, the storm of emotional exhaustion, the storm of overthinking that keeps stealing my peace. Lord, please quiet every anxious voice inside my head tonight, the voice that tells me to panic,
the voice that tells me something bad will happen, the voice that keeps me trapped in fear. Silence it with your peace. Father, there are moments where anxiety makes me feel emotionally trapped, like my mind never rests, like my heart never slows down, like peace is always just out of reach. But tonight, I pray that your presence changes everything. Please remind me that I am safe with you, even when life feels uncertain, even when my emotions feel unstable, even when fear tries to take control of my thoughts. You are still greater than all of it. Father, there are people listening right now who feel emotionally exhausted beyond words, people silently crying at night, people mentally drained from carrying too much pressure.